Right, Campbell's comments getting out and about on the way home from Tamworth. Joe Anderson, firstly, hello.
How are you?
Long time no see.
Yes.
And long time no interview. You're getting good at these.
Yes, well, we had a good win at Tamworth the other night with Monty. He did us proud. That was a really good initiative and that was an exciting night.
This is mainly around your 3 colts that you've got going through the Sydney sale on February 20, but very, very quickly, that camp draft, what Nutrien were able to do in Tamworth, it's something that people need to physically get in a car, jump in a plane and go and witness, isn't it? Because it's just breathtaking what happens there.
It is amazing, and it's a massive, huge event, and it runs like clockwork. It is amazing. You can't believe that many people can be so well coordinated, that everything works so well.
Yep, and the boys lead from the front. Mark Barton, Mark Withington, Mike Rowlands, they're there first. They're there last, and they run it, and they're all passionate about improving it, and I think that's the one thing that just grows.
Oh, look, they're approachable, they're good to talk to, they're more than helpful, you know, with anything, and you couldn't fault them. Honestly, you can't fault them.
And then the bidding and everything else like that. Like, this is a Sunday morning. This
phenomenal.
It won't go up until tonight, but I know there's been another one for 300,000 today. Like, it's just an amazing sale. It's how they've been able to build it, and those guys have built it. It's been 15 years, I think, in the making. But they've been able to make it to what it is now. That's just on everyone's radar to go and visit. So it's keen, which is what they want to do.
Absolutely.
February 20, Warwick Farm in Sydney. How far is that for you up the road?
About an hour and 20 minutes.
Yep, so it's a very, very local farm for you.
Yes.
Encourage everyone, one, to get there. I've been there. The complex is just
amazing.
It is sensational.
First class, yeah.
Yep. The venue, everything, the facilities, to make sure that they get there and be a part of this sale. It's going to go over 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When do you arrive with your 3 colts?
We'll be there Friday morning. We get there Friday morning, settle them in, get organised. Everything's done with them here first. We work them Friday morning, wash them and everything, so we don't have to wash them down there. Get down there Friday and then get them ready for the yearling parade on the Friday evening. Yep,
6 o'clock live parade. Every horse that's on the complex. I'll say every horse, but you know there might be some that might not get there by the Friday night for whatever reason. But if they're there, they're encouraged to be a part of the parade. We want everyone to be a part of it, and it's going to be a live parade, hosted by myself, and probably a little bit different to last year. We're going to change it up a little bit, talking to Bardo the other day. So there'll be a few different things going on.
Yep.
We'll be highlighting the horses, we'll be highlighting form updates and the like. So there is a lot going on with that. Saturday, all-day inspections, and then kicks off Sunday. So it's going to be good. You've got 3 colts.
Yes.
Mr. Noisy behind us.
Yes, Mr. Noisy.
Striking black colt by Lazarus.
Yes, he is.
You'd be a little bit chuffed about him. Everyone likes the black. The $550,000 filly that sold, I said to someone, what made it so dear? And they said it was black. So well, maybe that's what works for him.
I hope so. That'd be nice. No, he is a nice colt. He's got the right attitude. He's a good learner. He's out of a great family. He's out of a sister to Golden Goddess, so by Lazarus. So it is a really nice family. And there's not many Lazaruses around, and we know that. You know, I think he had 32 in his first crop and 26 in his second, or something like that. So. Yeah,
last year's sales topper, of course, was out of our Golden Goddess. He's out of a daughter of Lazarus.
Out of a sister.
Out of Localised. So very closely related. Then you got Lazarus, who's by Better's Delight.
Yes.
Of course, the colt last year was by Better's Delight. But then you get the Christian Cullen, which is what Lazarus brings to the catalogues. It's so much intrigue when you look at him on a pedigree page. It's just brilliant to look at, isn't it?
Well, he's got a double of Christian Cullen, this horse, so he's.
Yeah, there is a few of those around, and you know, when you can get them on both sides, I think it throws a lot of intrigue, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Yeah, it does.
And we say that because Christian Cullen, the mark that he's left in the breeding ranks.
Oh, unequalled, I'd say.
Yeah, that's right.
A bit like Better's, isn't he?
And you've got them both.
Yes.
And then you throw in the pocket in as well.
Yes.
And you sort of got the trifecta of horses that have stood the test of time both sides of the ditch. So it's very, very keen. You got one for Frank McGrath, a horse by Hurricane King Cole, and you were saying to me, I always find these little tidbits. Why is he here and not Melbourne? And the likes, but he's actually Q-bred. So for a lot of the Queenslanders that might be coming down, make sure they check him out because he is Q-bred.
And especially a lot of the trainers from New South Wales. That's why I suggested to Frank to send him up here to put him through this sale. A lot of our trainers, especially the Bathurst boys, Luke McCarthy, Bernie Hewitt, Chris Frisby, all those guys always go up to Queensland every year and they're always looking for Q-bred horses. So I thought this was the perfect place to sell him.
Yeah, and he's a striking colt.
Lovely big colt, yeah.
I'm a salesman. I'm a used car salesman. I could say they're all striking, but they are. I can encourage anyone to have a look at them and come back to me and say, no, they're not striking looking colts. All 3 of yours are.
Yeah, I'm very happy with them this year. They're very nice colts, actually. All 3 of them look a treat. They're all a bit naughty, typical colts, but they've had plenty of grounding, so they're ready to go and get broken in, and they're all sound and they all look a treat. So
go easy on the bit naughty. They're cheeky. They're not naughty. They're not naughty.
No.
You know, like
they're not badly behaved. They're just colts.
They just
nip.
I'm going to forget her name again.
Andy.
I was going to call it M again. For some reason, I keep having. They gave Andy a hard time, just pushing, pulling, and the likes. But that happens. The last of yours is a little bit of one of your favourites. A little colt by Vincent.
Yes.
I shouldn't say little because he's not, but he's got a bit of spunk and a bit of presence, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got a real personality, and he's out of my favourite mare of all time, It's Raining Men, Elle. She's the only surviving daughter of Sweet as Rain, so we kept her obviously, and we were always going to keep her regardless anyway. And that's her first foal. So we do have a bit of a soft spot for him, and he is a lovely, lovely colt. He's got a real personality. He's a bit cheeky, as you said. But yeah, he's beautifully put together, as most of the Vincents are. Yeah.
And the wraps on the Vincents are very high. They've been winning trials and the like. So it could be the right time to get into a colt like this before, if they really hit the ground running, they might get a lot dearer. Very quickly once a good 2-year-old races start up.
Exactly right. Yes.
You've done your time with Alabar and all the rest. To see a horse like Vincent come through the whole system, like from as far as a yearling getting sold, being purchased and raced, and now standing at stud and now having progeny, you must get a bit of a chuff out of that.
It's exciting. It's exciting. I love seeing the new sires. You know, some people won't breed to the colonial breds. I think every stallion deserves a chance and has to stand on its own 2 feet. And he is a beautifully bred horse, Vincent, and a magnificent animal. I don't know how you couldn't breed to him, to be honest.
He's out of Kept for Pleasure, who just you only get one page on the catalogue if you get one out of Kept for Pleasure anyway.
Yes.
So you've got this stay-in that has that as well. So yeah, it is a really, really cool one. It is actually pretty cool. Like you've got Laz and you've got Vincent,
yes.
And they've got that unique little crosses. They've got their broodmare gems, if you like.
Yes, absolutely.
And now they've got their foals hitting the ground, and you're going to go through the sale rings. It's really exciting.
Oh, it is exciting. I love seeing that. Everybody loves seeing the young horses come through and what they can do, and the new stallions, etc. I just think it's an exciting time.
Joe, we're at East Corrigan, which is about an hour and a half out of Sydney, is it?
Yeah, about an hour and 20 minutes from Sydney, I suppose, hour and a half.
And similar from Bathurst?
And similar to Menangle, yeah.
So if anyone's out there doing the rounds, doing the Nutrien sale rounds, Craig Judd and Ben Setri, they've got 20 each. The picker boys are up there as well. So
they're down at Crookwell,
Yep, so you've got a few people in and around this area. Make sure they give you a yell. You're open for inspections for people to come and have a look at them?
Absolutely, anytime they like.
Yep. And otherwise, if not, get to Sydney early. Friday afternoon, get there for the parade. You'll be able to see, once the parade finishes, it won't be finished. I mean, they'll be there being paraded afterwards as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or make the trip there on Saturday and it'll be all good. Joe?
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You can sit back and relax a little bit now and
get our photos done.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it? There's a lot goes on with this all the time, isn't it?
Honestly, people don't understand how much goes on and how much goes into getting these yearlings looking $1 million to go to the sales. They really don't.
I reckon some people should come and carry my cameras for a while. They'll get a whole new respect for what goes on behind the scenes. I know
absolutely,
that. So,
absolutely.
Joe, thank you very much. Thank you for Tamworth too.
No, pleasure. It was good.
It was great. Think highlighting the Standardbreds and the way he was. And we've got to give a big shout out to Mick Wilson. Do you know that he, because he won the first prize, he actually donated that to the ladies.
He donated that as well.
Classic Ladies Foundation.
Oh, wow.
He gave them the $5,000. That's the sort of stand-up people these guys are. So the $5,000 was just donated to them.
Straight away to them,
Yeah, which is just sensational.
We've got a bit of background on the Ladies Foundation, and they do an amazing job as well.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. They're great. Bring young people through and all the rest.
Mick Wilson's one of the most amazing horsemen you'd ever see.
Very dry-witted too, don't you worry. Don't worry about that.
He is. Yep.
He christened the guy Spirit Level, and I said I wouldn't let it die for him. So Mickey, if you're watching this, mate, we'll just let Brady sweat on that one, so it's all good. Joe, thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul.